here from the Network
No,
Studios. Welcome back to another stream inside of the
it's
city
just come.
where I'm still trying to figure out where we can add like another couple of post buildings. If you guys don't know, post is like my new business in here. It's kind of like the post office. Um, Slash local store, so you can do your post office needs, but you can get a few groceries as well. It's kind of like a little spa shop slash cost cutter with a post office inside of it, but with the name Post. And yeah, one of them's for our Park Drive series, and I want to add more around the map. And we've got this kind of like we've got this like color scheme going on where it's a red sign with white writing, and then we have this little red light here. This is meant to be a light, meant to be like a light underneath, but you can't do that. Like, well, you can, but if you get what I mean, it comes like a full block. You don't get an actual light inside of it, which is what it would obviously be in real. So I want to try and put some more post buildings about the map, because I think that would be very, I think that would be very sick if we could do something
Shut
like
man,
that.
I've got a phone
Uh,
call.
Add a few more, post places. I got a new mic today, guys, but I'm
Tell me what
actually
is
I'm
it?
actually on the old mic. And one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, and the reason why I'm on the old mic is because I'm not sure if I like the new mic. Now, quite a
Mm-hmm.
while ago, like quite a couple of mics ago, I had a Turtle Beach mic, and it was kind of similar to the one that I've got now, but it was a little bit different at the same time. It had some like different features to it. And I got this one thinking it was the same one. Now, prior to having the Turtle Beach I had before, I had that Turtle Beach for quite a long time, quite a decent amount of months and stuff like that. So I thought, man, thought I was getting the same things. I thought if I get this, it's going to last me quite a long time. If you guys don't know, the one I usually use is actually broken. Now, it's not broken as such where it doesn't work, but basically the bit what comes out of the bit what sort of extends off of the headphones for the mic has actually like snapped, so it's not actually attached to the headphones, and it's just got like a dangling wire inside what attaches the mic to the headphones. Now the wire is still connected, so obviously the mic's still working. You can hear me now, but I've had to sellotape the actual mic back to the headphones. That was the only thing. So we thought if we could get a new one, it would kind of be a bit better, because this isn't going to last forever. The sellotape will probably eventually just start peeling off, and it'll just get loose again, and then it'll just come a point where it'll be pointless sellotaping it. I didn't pay much for these. I know that's not necessarily what
Wait,
you
what
would
the
call
sun
the
something?
point. I know, like, obviously you respect the things you've got, but I don't think it's I don't think it's theoretically really. I don't really theoretically see how it's going to work, if that makes sense. Well, Martin. So I'm still using these at the minute, and I think I'm going to keep the new one as kind of a spare. So, like, when these do eventually go, I don't have to think, oh crap, I've got to buy a new one, and I can just switch and use the Turtle Beaches. Because these are actually quite comfy. These have got like the two headphones, whereas my new mic's got the only got one headphone, and then it's got that little like plastic bit at the other end what just sits on top of your ear. And the mic's really low on the new one as well. It kind of has to sit below your mouth rather than like up to the side of your mouth, if that makes sense. So I'm also a little bit peed off, guys. I'm not doing that gig today that I was meant to be doing. I'm a little bit annoyed. If you guys do not know what went down, basically I was meant to be doing a gig this weekend for it was a surprise for someone's birthday party. Um, I haven't done the gig. I was doing it tonight, but I'm not doing it now. So basically, I got a message from a girl about a month ago, not long after I'd done the other gig actually. I got a message from this girl saying that her best friend was, going to be going to be having a birthday party in December, and they've organised it at our local club in town. Would you, come and do a little 20-minute set, and how much would it be? So I did, I said just 20 quid because that's what I got at the last gig, and I thought that's alright for 20 minutes. It's not that bad. Things went smoothly and stuff like that. And then, I didn't know if it was exactly going to go ahead, so I just left it a bit, and, I left it for quite a while, and then I just, I thought, a couple of weeks later, maybe 2-3 weeks, I'd just message her again and say, look, are we still all set for this gig? Are we still going ahead? She was, yeah, we're still going ahead. And then I messaged her a bit later to see about the equipment, because obviously I didn't know if I needed to bring any equipment. Obviously with it being a club, were they going to have equipment that I could use? And it turns out she had no clue. But she told me to ask the person who usually DJs at the club to drop him a message just to see what he would have to say. So I left him a message. I said, look, the girl who was having the birthday party at the club, her best friend wanted me to do a bit of MC in there. What have you got in equipment wise? Just so I knew whether I needed to take anything. And pretty much he didn't get back to me for ages. Like, he didn't, he never replied, and I was thinking, this is funny, he's not replied. So it come to the end where it was getting quite close to the gig, so I messaged the girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I messaged the girl again and said, look, I need to know about this equipment. I can't just go on if I have to bring anything and I turn up without anything, if I needed to go and like set any like mixers up or anything like that, because that all takes time. If I'm supposed to be on at a set time, which was supposed to be 10:30, then I can't just go and, do you know what I mean? I can't just go and like not know what I'm doing. So she said she'd messaged this bloke, and then I finally got a message back off him, off this bloke, after asking him if he'd read the first message. And all I got is I asked him if he'd seen the message, and he said, yeah, I've seen the message, but I don't know how it's going to work. So we had a little bit of brawling and sorting out, and a bit of a discussion, that type of thing, the usual, what equipment have you got? I was asking him if I can like set up to this, and do you know what I mean? Like blah blah blah, and then in the end it came to the debate that I was going to go today at 7 o'clock and meet him and bring my microphone so we could see if it would work. So, I got myself a decent night's sleep last night after finding out that I was going to meet him about this mic today at 7 p.m. I was kind of pumped, I was kind of ready, and, I was thinking, this is actually happening now, we're actually going to be doing this now. And unfortunately, it didn't really work like that. And I got a message when I came home from the girl who wanted me to do the gig, saying that the club won't allow me to play there for some reason. So I've got no clue why. And to be honest, I'm kind of relieved in a way, because I wasn't sure about equipment, what I was going to need to use or need to take. So I was a bit pleased that way. It wasn't really the best organised gig. I'm sure I'll get like other gigs in the future. I'm obviously coming up in the music industry. I've got a lot of help with this new lad who I've started getting friendly with, who has a studio and stuff like that. So I'm pretty certain that there's stuff to come in the future, but it's just still a bit annoying when you're because when a gig's a serious thing to me, so I'm like sorting music out, what songs I can take, I'm practicing so I don't mess up and forget what to say, or start muttering and stuttering. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of annoying, when you're kind of getting a bit prepared for this, and you're making sure you've got everything and everything works, and then you find out, oh, it's cancelled. Do you know what I'm saying? Or they won't let you play. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it does kind of get a little bit annoying on my end, which is a little bit, of a genuine, little bit annoying. But yeah, if I lived in Ireland, I'd be getting a gig every weekend. I probably would, to be fair. I've seen a lot of like Irish MCs like gigging like at like teenage discos and all of that all the time. So that'd suit me really. But you see, the thing is, there's nowhere really around my area for that sort of thing, if that makes sense. Like, all we have is like local pubs and clubs what have like just a resident DJ what plays like every weekend. So like the same guy every weekend. Like, without going like pretty far to like Brid or Hull, you don't really get any like big raves, if that makes sense. Like, say if I want to go out in town, it's just like jukebox in the pubs. It's just like, and then it's just like your local same DJ every week, just dropping your daily like UK top 40 charts with a bit of house mixed in. Whereas if I want to go to somewhere for a bit more, I've got to like obviously start travelling like 10, 20 miles away. Do you know what I'm saying? But even like Brid doesn't really do anything that interesting now.
If I have to move, I'll have to move to that little bush down there. Look, see that one?
Do you know what I mean? So, like, we don't really have that much in the line of like nights out. It's just the local pub, which I enjoy nights out, and I enjoy like the local pubs, putting music on in the jukebox, talking to friends, that type of thing. But it's just a little bit annoying, when you don't, it's just like, because like, probably somewhere like you, or if I lived in somewhere like a bigger city, there'd be like these big raves happening all the time, and you'd probably be able to get yourself in there a little bit easier. Do you know what I'm saying? A little bit more easier to get yourself in there. But I'm pretty certain that I'll get more gigs in the future. I don't doubt it. I wouldn't have obviously asked for a ton of equipment if I didn't think I was going to get any gigs, which is, I obviously asked for a ton of equipment because I do genuinely think that I'll need it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be quite good. I'll tell you what is going to be weird though, when I take all my equipment out the shed and set it up somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's going to be a little bit... Do you know what I mean? I think that's going to be a bit weird, like, when you go to your empty shed and you've got your equipment, like, set up somewhere ready for later on.
Give my phone, give my phone, give my phone.
You know?
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, I just won my second game of solo.
Really?
Yeah, oh my god. I was hiding in a bush through the whole game, and it was a bush that it landed on, and I just got my grenade launcher and just exploded him. Oh my god, yes! Yes!
Lol. Alright. Sorry, I was just messing a guy back because I'm actually going out in town now. Well, I was going to anyway. I was going to go out in town after I, finish my gig. But, this is possibly going to be like one of my last nights out in town before Christmas, because I really need to like get some Christmas shopping done next week, because we're going to be getting like pretty close to Christmas. And the thing is I've got quite a few people to buy for, or like I don't necessarily know who to buy for, because I've kind of got a sticky situation at my mum's side of the family, and like I don't know like how it, like if some of the presents I buy for people like would be able to be like taken to them, if that makes sense. In other words, I've got two half twin sisters what I don't see due to family issues which have gone on, and they're actually living with someone else at the moment. So if I was to buy for them, I don't know like if the presents would get to them, if that makes sense, like as easy. And then I've kind of got like like half stepsisters, another half sister. I've got like like mum, dads. I've got granddads. Do you know what I mean? Like do you know what I'm saying? And there's like my mum's new bloke, and to be fair, I do really want to get him something, because he's been absolutely sound as this like new bloke of my mum's. He's been absolutely amazing to me, really. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's just been such a sound lad, and he's always kind of like got me drinks when we've gone out. He's always made us have a good night. He's always been there. I can always like just message him if I'm feeling a bit down, that type of thing. He's always been good. He's always been good to me, like since I've met him, really. And I feel that I want to show my respect and at least get him a little something, if that makes sense. At least get him a little something if I can, just to show my appreciation. And he's done a lot for my mum as well. She's been through a bit of a tough time lately, and he's been there. He's helped her out. He's cared for her, which is one of the obviously one of the most important things. And I think that's the main thing. That's what it's all about. So, I definitely feel that I owe a little something to him, just to get him a little something, which, should be quite good.
So I'm just asking what we're having for tea.
So, yeah, guys. And, obviously, like I say, I've got, other sisters to buy for, granddad, nan, dad, mum. I could really do to get my other nan something, my mum's mum. There's a lot of stuff. It's going to be hard. And then there's, like, Christmas cards as well, to get for everybody. It's going to be quite tough for me, because I don't just have a few people to get for, like, if I counted in cousins and aunties and uncles, I could end up getting a Christmas present for probably about nearly 150 people, because when you consider like all these cousins and like I've got a cousin and an auntie in Manchester, I've got cousins and aunties in Hull, I've got cousins and aunties all round Drift and Airy, do you know what I mean, surrounding areas. I've got people like absolutely everywhere. So, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I could literally really spend so much on so many people. Like, even if I all got them something for a fiver, I'd still end up spending like, do you know what I'm saying? So I need to like work out who I'm actually getting for, and do you know what I mean? Like, what's what. That's better. MC. So yeah. Anyway, guys, if you guys don't know, I've got a spoiler/hint group on Facebook for Part Drive. So it's not a Facebook page. Part Drive already has a Facebook page, but I'm talking a hint page where I will kind of give you a little look into a few hints, if that makes sense. Little something that you maybe could possibly expect to see in the future of Part Drive, nothing that really gives anything away, but just stuff in general, so you can get a look in. I need to go ahead and change the name anyway. View group info. Yeah, so here we are, guys. So this is the type of things that gets put on the hints page. So, Part Drive hint. Part Drive hint's a huge storyline for James Robinson, played by actor Liam Chambers. Well, I should have actually put since Liam, but you get the point. Since James has has joined the show. He has done some cool things like open his garage, make good friends with Sean, find out his brother lives across the road from him. But to kick off 2018, Park Drivers said they would like to take his acting skills to the next level by giving him and another person a huge storyline to kick off 2018 with a bang. All Park Drive can reveal without giving too much away is that there will be some scenes in other locations other than Park Drive, and also maybe some stunts. So that's like pretty much all that gets said about these hints. There's also another hint that I put on, another Park Drive hint about the so Park Drive hints that an old actor could make a return in tonight's episode. So that was like on Thursday's episode when that was due. But since then, I also did a Park Drive reveal. So Park Drive reveals that Sarah will not be returning to her role fully. I've spelt wrong again. I make spelling mistakes, guys. Let me add role there. Right. So yeah, so Park Drive reveals that Sarah will not return to her role fully as the headline. So Park Drive has revealed that the actor of Sarah will not make a full return. In today's episode, it was a year since her daughter Lisa died due to a house fire. So Sarah made a return to the grave and a meal at Noreen's house, but then left when Noreen played an old videotape with Lisa in it, as it got too much, and the viewers asked if Sarah was back for good, but to reveal she was only back for this episode to mark the year of Lisa dying. Sarah's now happy where she lives. Sarah is now happy where she lives now and has a job, but hinted she would like to see Billy. So is there a future return? So what that means is that pretty much, I do the voice for Sarah in Park Drive, which was, Billy's mum, Martin's ex. Basically, I revealed that she's not going to return. The reason why she's not going to return is because it's quite hard for me to do like all these voices that I'm doing. Especially every episode, because the thing is I'm the cameraman. So like, I've got to get people to go in that skin pack. It's a skin pack what people don't necessarily always have, and if they're not on for the episode, I can't do anything with that actor, if that makes sense. So say if like Derek misses an episode and no one else had the skin pack, that means that she misses an episode as well, because there's no one to really go in the skin unless I go in the skin, but then it doesn't make the scene as good, if that makes sense, because I can't like use my full camera view abilities. So I'm tending like to get rid of some of the characters that I do voices for, but at the same time I'm bringing a few in as well, like the plumber. So the plumber is obviously, I'm thinking about making him make a bit more of a return, if that makes sense, and that's actually true. I am thinking about doing that, and stuff like that. But that's like a default skin pack, so anyone like Amia can just do that skin. Anyone really who has has the default skin pack, so that doesn't really matter to me as such, like about bringing him back. It's more paid skins what bother me, because like not everybody always has the skin pack, so it's kind of like, what I'm saying. It doesn't really necessarily always work that well, and I do want to bring the plumber back. I think the plumber could do some good stuff if he was to make a bit more of a return. He only came for one episode. Well, he's been in 3 episodes now, including last episodes, but before that he was only in 2. First time was the very first ever episode of Park Drive, which was over a year ago, when Martin was having trouble with his leaking sink, and he basically hadn't fixed it right, and he was just trying to con Martin. He was fixing it wrong to make it look like that he was trying to tell Martin that Martin needed a new sink, but Martin actually didn't need a new sink. but the plumber was trying to get Martin to buy a new sink just so the job would cost more, and then Martin would obviously pay more money for a new sink through his plumbing business, if that makes sense. But Martin was actually a lot smarter than that, and knew that that wasn't the problem with the sink. You know, he knew that it wasn't a new sink. He knew, Martin knew that it was just a a leak what could be fixed, and he kind of like wooed the plumber out of the way. But the plumber's now realised. The plumber has now realised that Martin still owes him some money for some unpaid jobs, from call-out bills rather, from like when the plumber was looking at the sink. Because even though like Martin doesn't want to get any more work via the plumber, he still technically does owe for the job that the plumber already did. But then Martin's argument would be, why should I pay you anything? You're the one what caused the more leaks in my house. Do you know what I'm saying? So like Martin could have an argument against it, but I'm bringing him back to try and get his unpaid cash. And if something good comes out of it, then I might make him stay. Might make him get a few plumbing jobs while he's round here. And make some good stuff come out of it, and stuff like that. And I might then, actually make him settle down round here. I've got plans for him. Definitely got plans for him. He's quite an oldish plumber as well. He's not as old as Noreen, but he's he's sort of 50s, nearly 60s, Martin. So like I've got some good ideas for him. He's quite a middle-aged sort of getting old plumber. Is the plumber in Park Drive. He is he is late 50s, maybe coming up to 60s. And I have got some plans for him. I've got some good ideas to bring his character further, providing like the stuff about his unpaid plumbing jobs obviously go to plan, and I don't decide to write him out again. Tell us the ages for the characters. Alright, I'll tell you the ages. So James Robinson is kind of a middle 20s, maybe like 25, 26, kind of age, that type of thing. Ryan Woods is about the same, well, maybe just a bit older. Steve Woods was kind of more late 30s, 40s, type thing, that type of thing. So he was kind of a little bit more older than Ryan, because Ryan always was older. Steve always was older than Ryan. Yeah, Martin is 34, so yeah, Steve would be, late 30s. Ryan would be a bit older. Ryan would maybe be more like, a bit younger rather. Ryan would maybe be more like 28, 29, nearly 30. Bill Woods is Bill Woods is more like, if I can get to his skin, Bill Woods is more sort of, again, like late 40s, early 50s. He was older, he was younger than Shirley. He was a good sort of 20, 25 years younger than Shirley. Shirley always was older, in the Woods family. So he was obviously now he is kind of starting to get old, nearly beginning on his 50s, nearly. Noreen is 75. Noreen had her 75th birthday recently, so Shirley was, around the same age as Noreen, so she would have been about 74 at the time when she died. And Derek is possibly, I'm not going to say older, because Derek's still working and running his business. So I would say that Derek's maybe again in his 70s, maybe like 73, 74. That type of thing, in my personal opinion. That's what I think Derek could be. I think Derek could potentially be, sort of early-ish 70s, stuff like that. CJ, as in Michael Robinson, he would possibly be about, again, he'd be in his 20s, a bit like James, so they'd be like, maybe like he'd be in like the mid-20s, he's, trained in as the police officer, obviously. Jimmy, as in Amir, again, he would possibly, it'd possibly be sort of, early 30s, maybe, maybe just a little bit, maybe just a bit older. It'd possibly be about it'd maybe be younger than Paul. Paul now would be more, getting on towards 43, 44 type thing. And obviously, like, Jimmy was a mistake to Derek, so Jimmy probably might be a bit younger. Maybe again late 20s, early 30s. Sean's got grey hair, so Sean's, I'd say Sean's coming up to his 40s. Back in the 80s, or maybe like he's about Ant's age in real. Paul's like 50 with his grey hair. Yeah. Paul is about 50. If there's Paul up with his grey hair. But Sean's got his grey hair, or is Sean actually white hair? I think Sean is more white hair. But I think Sean is possibly, again, maybe like in the 40s type thing. He was about 14 in the 80s, so I don't know exactly what date in the 80s, but around the 80s he was a teenager, which means he would have been like a kid. He would have been born in the 70s, pretty much. So he would have been born in the 70s. So he'd be about 43 as well, and his dad would be quite, older, obviously, which we saw him in prison. So yeah, I think, ages are really hard to work out, really, because some of the characters don't really have much of a past about them. Like with Ryan Woods, you don't really know much about Ryan Woods before he joined Park Drive, like where he would have lived as a kid. So you don't really know, like, what to say, if that makes sense, but, and Yo Blitz the Gamer, I use on lines to join these chats parties. Lol. If you've got any suggestions on where we can put another post, please don't be afraid to tell me. I'm just thinking of a few more like ideas where we can put a post. I don't want to put one along here because there's another post just there. It's not that far away. Check. I was kind of thinking here. But then you've only got the local just there. So again, it's kind of, what we're doing in PD Sunday. Well, I really don't know, to be honest. I haven't really thought about it yet, because obviously last episode was a year since Lisa died. So, and obviously Martin kind of stormed out in a bit of a huff. After like things got a bit tough for him when Noreen like started asking about Steve Woods and that. So I'm guessing like, I don't know really, I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, I'm guessing like perhaps like, to be fair, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking that maybe anything happened with the council estate. Yeah, I built another house. And what was I gonna say, Martin? Yeah, I'm possibly thinking that some more stuff with Sean and that about him. Obviously, what he did to Noreen. I'm thinking about making some stuff happen. to do with that. So yeah, guys. Yeah, this is one of the council houses. And then this is the other one which hasn't had an inside done yet. Before we really build more council houses though, Ryan, we need to like start working out the highway and stuff like that. We need to start making, I want to make this bridge. In other words, I want to work on the highway a bit before we like carry on the council estate. Like, I know it's a bit of a boring job, but if you don't mind helping me, we could really do a like start filling in the grey for the filling in the coal for the highway road. And I need to mark out a street somewhere along here which is going to come down the same way as that street does, and then I want to make the on and off ramps for the highway again. Another way to get on and off the highway. This highway is going to go down to the airport eventually, but I need to do a bit more with it, and I need to make it look a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not necessarily meaning putting the white road markings on, but if we just at least fill the coal in and put the like continue this middle bit here, you know, I think we'll be pretty sound, really. But you know, we need to like go ahead and at least fill the coal in first and stuff like that, and then we should be good to go, really. You know, just get it all filled in type thing. But, you know, if you don't mind helping me, it gets it done. If you ask me. And then we can kind of like, you know, continue the rest of the you know, the rest of what's gonna happen type thing with the highway. And then we can like also make the bridge for where the little road's gonna go under for the council estate, and then we can get Martin when he comes on to do his graffiti and stuff like that. You know, make a little bit of a graffitied, you know, kind of rough area. Ah, did a DJ, did a CJ. That actually could have been my fault. I've just noticed that. I literally thought to myself yesterday when CJ was filling this in, I thought, there's something not right here, lad. Because the walls, like, when you're on the upstairs floor, you're kind of like, there isn't a block before the window starts. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So like, if you come in this house, for example, and you like stand on the upstairs floor here, you're right on the glass block, if that makes sense. Whereas if you go ahead and come into this house here, where I've just fixed the error, you can see there's a black, you know, there's a brick block there between the window, and then you see here, look how it's like that one lower down. So I think I must have made the mistake, if I'm completely honest, because CJ wouldn't have done all of the. I would have done the windows like this at the front, because I did the front windows, and then he would have just copied them for the back, if you get me. But I will give it to CJ though. He's a good builder when he puts his mind to it. He can actually like if I get these houses started, he can like make a good garden for them and stuff like that. And he can like, do you know what I mean? He can like make some good like plans for the insides. So he's better at building than he thinks he is. And he doesn't play Minecraft that much because I don't think he thinks he's a good builder. But he actually does some pretty sick garden designs, if I'm completely honest. Which, you know, I am. I wouldn't say someone's good if they're bad. But, like, as, like, no joke, I actually literally do think he's good at, you know, like doing gardens and stuff like that. And that is, like, truly what I say. I'm sticking to it truly. He is good at what he does. Got a little front room here. Look, this is what CJ did. I just helped him a bit, you know, put the TV painting on and that. But in terms of the sofas and the layout, that was all him, you know. Yeah, truly, I do truly think he's a good builder. Super Razor Vlogs. Do you actually vlog? Can I ask? Because I quite like watching vloggers. So, like, if you do any form of vlogs, you know, you probably give me something to watch. And actually, guys, I've been thinking about asking you guys something. Possibly something that's going to start on the channel next year. But speaking of vlogs, if I can find the block. Where are we? Yeah, so what I was actually thinking about doing, when I go to my gigs, I was actually thinking about making what's called a gig log. I don't... That truly sucked. Yeah, I do. I did then. That sucked. No, basically, there's a guy who I watch on YouTube who's a DJ, and he vlogs his gigs. When he goes like DJing and stuff like that, and he vlogs his gigs and he calls it a gig log. And every time he like starts the video, he like shouts "Welcome back to a gig log," and then he writes "gig" in white, and then like after that he actually, instead of writing log, he actually puts a picture of a log. So I thought I'd build a log when I say it. I'm talking to Martin and Ryan and who's in the stream, obviously. And I'm also talking to Liam he's actually gone, but Amia.
Yo.
Yeah, Amia's here. You know. Only 2 people are watching. Does that matter? Does that mean I can't talk to them 2 people? Just because there's 2 people here? Does that mean I can't talk to him? And Ryan was in here before, or Martin was. I don't know which one's now left. You know? Nah, don't apologise, mate. There's no need to apologise. You know? Keep it real. You don't need to worry, lad. Anyway, if you're gonna hate, like, why you in here? Because, to be honest, I can't really be bothered to waste time with a faggot what just wants to comment hate. Like, I'm not being harsh, but I stream for the people what want to watch, so I can, like, do a bit of building and have a chat with them and, you know, tell them what's going on and ask how they're doing. So I really can't be doing with a muppet what thinks he's hard, sat in his bedroom commenting hate because he's got nothing better to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because to be fair, like, whatever you're saying isn't really affecting me. You're just wasting your time using the energy in your fingers to type a load of crap, what I'm not even bothered about. So, if I was you, mate, I'd just do us all a favour and give up. Because it's not going to get you anywhere in life, and To be honest, no one really gives a shit what you're saying. I
So get out
mean,
the
you
chat,
know,
shit eater.
yeah, just grow up. In other words, just grow up. Act a man.
Hmm.
You know, you don't see me acting all kiddie-ish. Bro, jeez. It's true. I'm being deadly serious. Super Razor Vlogs. I think you should come in the stream and sort them out, Amir.
Yep.
You know? Why do you sound 60 years old? It's better than sounding like you, which is probably a kid. I'm from Fearless Wrote using a translator like for cooliness. Fair enough, Super Jove. Anyway, like, what's wrong with sounding 60? Like, you got something against... You got something against 60-year-olds? Wait, you're calling the police on me? Like, I'm not being
How
harsh,
can you?
like, what are they gonna seriously do? Like, at the end of the day, like, if you called the police... To be fair, like, I could just show them this stream and what you've been putting, like, telling me to shut up and how you, like, started the chats, and I'll let them listen to what I've said, which is really just telling you to grow up. So they're not really going to do anything about it, are they? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, like, if you rang the police on me or told the police on me, the end of the day, they're not really... Yeah, it's gonna come back worse on you, considering the fact that you started this. Bro, you take everything so seriously. That's me. I know, I don't know, I don't really care if you are joking or not, I'm just saying how it is. Like, some guy says he's gonna call the police on me, like... Like, damn bitch, bro, I'll fight it to the end. Oh. Okay, bulldogger. What does that even mean? Bulldogger. What game you playing, Amir?
Crash Bandicoot.
Ah,
You know the game I got on my birthday?
aye. You're well bad at that game. If you're meant to say bad, then you're not meant to put an E in there. Yeah, that's foreign, bro, to me. Stop whistling. No, Ta. I'll whistle if
Can't
I
tell me
want.
what to do.
I meant to be good Minecraft player. You're meant to be a good Minecraft player. Then you should have more than 3 watchers. I never said I was a good Minecraft player. And to be fair, I'm not really bothered if I get 3 watchers or 6 watchers or even 1 watcher. To be fair, I just stream to pass the time away. I don't care who watches or who doesn't watch. At the end of the day, I do something else which gets me like over 100 views when I go live with it, and it's nothing to do with this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Because people can watch it when the stream ends.
do you know what I'm saying? Like, that I do like other things like on Facebook and that what get me a lot more views and stuff. So get off your couch and get a job. I've got a job, thanks. Yeah, I've got a job, thanks. And I wouldn't be going to work at Saturday night at 6:39, would I?
Or whether the location
So why you? So wait. So why are you in the stream if no? Wait. If no one wants to watch me, yeah, you can. Dogman plays games. Like why would there be people in here? Like be in here if I didn't. Like if no one wanted to watch me. And no, my job's not to play Minecraft. Minecraft's just something I do in my spare time. I have a real job. Cheers, bro. I know you did. You know, bro. What is your job then? I am an electrician and an aerial fitter, so I go up on house roofs and fit TV aerials. And I also, like, fix plug sockets and, like, rewire sheds and houses. You know, like, newly built houses. And fix, like, broken light fittings and stuff like that. And then I also MC/rap. And I sometimes do gigs on a weekend, and then I also help build sheds as well. So, you know.
Okay.
No, I don't. Prove it. Oh yeah, okay then. Because I can clearly just go and prove right now that I fit TV aerials, considering it's dark outside, considering that I can't take this stream with me and show you from this stream that I'm fitting a TV aerial. And I actually MC, not rap. I actually MC, not rap. So... do you know what I'm saying? Like there is a difference in it. But if you want me to, you wanted me to MC, so you're scared of the dark. No, but obviously, like, I'm not gonna go up on a roof at night, am I? And yeah, you can join. Yeah, you can join. The world should be open. Well, yeah, because MC kind of is light rapping, isn't it? But yeah. So rap then. Ash, can I friend you? Yeah, I thought you friended me the other day. And I'm getting a tune up. You noggin. You're still gonna say it's bad anyway, because you're just a bunch of haters. I'm going to add you. Sound, my gamer tag's on the screen. So like, what's it really gonna do? Like, I'm just getting a tune up anyway. What's this one?
What the fuck? Oh, the swivels from the hardest swivels.
Well, the song is awful, let alone you rapping to it. Yeah, because you've probably got no style in music. You probably listen to shit kids like Little T doing grime. You probably don't listen to like proper hardcore music and hard house beats. So yeah. Wait then. Jesus Christ, just hang on till I get the tune up. It takes time, you know, to get the one I want to actually use. Ride this one, ride this sound, but a bit of bar boy wanna get down. That's me, yes, inside the town, but the sexy lady. I see you now, but I see you, yes, looking at me. Yes, sit on the mic, I'm a wicked MC with a draw to the floor to move your body. Draw to the floor to move your body. Move your body to the left, to the right, to the wicked MC. Yes, I'm on the mic, but it coming on through with a hit it, with a get it, with a do it like you, like listen. Say coming on through, jump on the beat with a bar boy crew with a bar boy bass, with a bit of bar boy, gonna win this race like I'm on the mic. Yo, coming on down like it, a bit of mic, gonna rock this town like rock this town, gonna rock this nation. Back on the beat with a new creation. That's me gonna rock this gig. I'm on the mic, gonna make it big with a hit it, with a get it, with a hit. We are, it's like I'm on the beat, man. Rock this car like yo, yes, rock this tune. Go with a bang and a go with a boom. MC Noble, yo, do it so soon. MC Noble, I'm coming on down with a wicked tune, with a wicked bass. Jump on the mic, gonna win this race and I win this lap. And the best MCs is one left, like listen, yo. Like hit it with it, get it with a lyrical, lyrical, physical, sick, individual, hit it with it, get it with it, gonna go down. I'm on the mic inside this town, I'm on the mic inside the city, where the grass is green, the girls are pretty, like listen man, here we go, jump on the beat man, rock this show, jump on the beat man, here we go, it's like ride on the beat, like Romeo, it's like this MC, I'm in the lead, and I got that joint, and I got the weed, it's like listen, yes, I'm on the drug, bit of bad boy man, feel the love, and listen. 1, 2, 3 to the 4 like up on the mic. You know you want more like this. MC with a better score like I'm on the mic. Find a better hall like listen. Say listen up. But the bad boy gonna make this up like I'm on the mic. Gonna get you hyper on that rooftop with that sniper. Cause you know I'm gonna shoot you and I'm gonna pull that trigger. Yes, it's MC Noble back on the beat man, getting bigger. Digging you up just like a JCB digger. You know that's me, I'm gonna get quicker. This MC say gonna get sicker. Gonna go sit with it, gonna go with it. Get a bit of part that feel like I'm on the mic. Say coming on in. One time MC round the rhythm, one time on the mic. Blowing up like dynamite, blowing up like the C4 MC Noble. I'm back for more and I'm back on the beat with a brand new plan. I'm blowing up like a Taliban and I'm living in a caravan and I'm driving in a Trandivan and that's me, yes, I like desperate down. So sweet man, cause they call me Candyman. It's like this MC, I'm a handyman. It's like 1, 2, 3 to the 4, up on the mic, you know you want more like this MC. I'm gonna go faster, jump on the mic with a lyrical plaster. This MC, back on this beat, but I 1, 2, 3. Back on the beat, MIC. Back on the beat to get you ready. Bad boy kid, we're coming in steady. Fall to the floor, I'm in my Chevy. Cause you know I'm in my focus. Bad boy kid, you try to smoke us. You're never gonna do it. Your chance, man, I said you blew it. I'm gonna give you the shiver. Say push you in the river. Say push you in the sea. MC Noble, yes, is who I wanna be, is who I am. I'm back on the beat with a brand new plan. Yo, brand new sound. But the bad boy, yes, gonna get down like this. MC say sniff cocaine, you know that's me. Gonna go insane like put it, yes, inside your brain. Cause you know the beat is going on again. You know it's MC Noble on that plane again. You know it's MC Noble, yes, I'm getting in your brain. Set in your mind. Jump on the mic beat one time. Keep on going, keep on flowing. Bad boy kid gonna keep on growing. Listen, I never stop. And I go tick-tock just like a clock. And I listen, make your body rock. It's like, yo, listen. Like jump on the mic, I'm on a mission. Wicked MC, I'm gonna give them like pull up a fucking chair and listen, like listen to me. I'm the best MC inside the country. Like coming on down to the 1, 2, 3, but the wicked MC, but the MIC. Yo, yes, here we are. Jump on the beat, man, rock this car. I'm on the mic, man, take it far like sexy lady. Yes, you know who you are. Yo, put you in that fridge. I'm gonna chuck you off that bridge. Yo, I will kill you. I'm gonna slit your throat. You know it's MC Noble, back on the weed, back on this dope. You know it's MC Noble. Yes, I've got a Gucci coat. Lol. Good. I'm glad you think so. Every comment's appreciated. Now take that. And thank you, bro. Means a lot. And just to state, whatever I said in the MC, like drug-wise or killing you and doing this, that was all just for the song. It wasn't like, you know... I don't really take drugs. I'm not that stupid. I just put it in the song because it rhymed. Like, bearing in mind, like, I've done that song before, but, like, some of the words in it were different. Like, I've used the backing track, you know. Alright, thanks, bro. Well, I wouldn't be streaming on a PS4 if I couldn't afford a Freddo. I tell you what, man, you're like literally the dumbest person I've ever met. Like, how is a person who can't afford a Freddo gonna be able to stream on a PS4 to YouTube? Like, how much are PS4s again? Like, just over 200 quid?
They're like 300 quid, about whatever models you're getting.
Exactly. So that really doesn't make sense. And if I couldn't afford a Freddo, then I wouldn't be living in a house either. Like, seriously, man. You have a PS4 because you live on benefits. Well, I clearly don't. You're a numpty, like, you haven't to think of something quickly to say because you know I'm right. It's actually funny just reading your comments because you're just making a fool of yourself and then you're quickly trying to... You're like quickly trying to like make up for what you've said. And it's still not working because you're just saying something 10 times worse.
Mine wants an invite.
Does he? I'll invite him now. He's maybe coming to do his graffiti. Lad. Martin. Oh, Martin. Stampy. Aye, it is, bro. Invite to party. Yeah, sure, bro. Let me just go down to your name. Just a sec. Oh, there's another person I want to invite as well. While I'm on the list. Stubby! Yo, what's going down? Sounds like someone who lives on benefits says. So, you know what someone what lives on benefits talks like then, do you? So you must be on it yourself. A guy on the stream who thinks he's funny, hate him, but he's just like, I don't usually like to big myself up, but I've just owned him really.
Yeah.
Literally, he said I can't afford a Freddo.
I eat shit every day.
So I said I wouldn't be here streaming on a PS4 in a house if I couldn't afford a Freddo.
And I told him
And
about the prices.
He didn't know what. He didn't know what to say.
He needs to go eat shit and.
Yeah, he said I don't have a real job.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is though. They can probably hear you anyway. Why do you think you're hard? I don't think I'm hard. I just think you're a muppet, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know. I honestly don't. I just like I was to be fair, like I was just normally streaming till you came in, you know, doing what I usually do. And then you come on thinking you're hard, giving it this and giving it that, presuming you know like what my job is and what I do and where I live. I'm so offended by being called a muppet. I never said you would be offended. And you think half the things you've said to me, which is pun, benefits, no job, you think that really offends me, but it doesn't. You're just jealous because I'm living a better lifestyle than you, because I'm enjoying myself and I'm happy with the jobs that I'm doing, and you're not happy with flipping Big Macs all your life, so you're having a mumble at me about it. Why are you a YouTuber? I just stream and make a few videos in my spare time. Because I want to. There's no rule saying you can't be a YouTuber. You know, I really hope one day you go and ride on a Ferris wheel and it gets stuck at the top and they never get you back down. Then we won't have to hear from you again.
And hopefully, if he's on the news, we're not going to give a shit if he's on the news.
It's a bit sad because, well, I'm not like 40, am I? I think if I was 40 years old, I probably wouldn't be streaming anymore, and I certainly won't be arguing with somebody who's just a few years older than being a toddler. Because it's funny.
Yeah.
And if I started another stream like tomorrow, I'd probably just join again. How old are you then? You see, now you're getting a bit personal, aren't you? Like, I'm still a teenager, so I think, like, I think you're a bit away off saying I'm 40. Anyway, how old are you? Like 6? 10, even?
Or maybe 1.
Are you a high school dropout? No, I left school a couple of years ago. Hence why I work now. Duh.
So when you say wanker, I got died. I
Oh
was
yeah,
playing
you
Crash
know, I
Bandicoot.
just duplicate myself and go to work and school at the same time, you know. It's quite easy to do.
Like flipping cocos because the dragon flipped me.
Am I a high school dropout? No, I'm a low school dropout. Nah, I'm just... But nah, seriously, dude. I bet you're 19. Where would you like to bet? William Hill, Betfred, Labrooks, Paddy Power? It's your choice.
Or Sky Vegas.
Oh yeah, you're not old enough to go in the bookies, are you?
Hell no, he's not. And he will never go in the Guinness World
Me and Tom
Record.
Coombs are sound now though. Bet 365. Alright, yeah, okay then.
How
You
about the
go,
Guinness World Record?
go and put it
best
on in there
argument of the year?
and then you'll see. Considering like when you're 16 you leave school, and so to be fair, if I've been left school a couple of years, think about a couple of years. Think about it. Think about it. So you're 18. I could be, but I'm not telling you. Let's just get one thing straight. Let's just say that I'm not old, that I'm like an old man, but I'm old enough to bone your mum every night. And you're playing a Minecraft, a 7 rated game. Well, considering... Wait, let me get the case a sec. Let me get the Minecraft case a sec, if I have it on here. I might not have it on here.
If can't, yeah,
No,
I'll go
it-
look at mine.
No, it's over here. Right. So let
Yeah,
me have a
Paddy
look on
7.
this case. Right. Wait. Right. So you tell me where it says on this case that you've got to be a certain age to stop playing Minecraft. Because
No.
if I remember right, I'm pretty certain there is like 40-year-olds what play Minecraft.
Yeah.
Let me think about this. Think about a 40-year-old man who maybe has a wife and a kid, and his son asks him, "Will you play Minecraft with me?" So what does the dad say? "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm too old to play that game. I'll get in trouble if I play that game." There's nowhere on the case what says you've got to be a certain age to stop playing the game. It's 7. It's rated 7. So that means from the age of 7 you can play that game, but there isn't a stopping limit.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if if my granddad wanted to come upstairs and record a survival let's play, there'd be nothing to stop him.
Ash,
Yeah.
whoever how old he is in the chat, he's not allowed to play Petty 18.
No. So there you are. You know. Let's just have it how it is, you know. Well, I mean, I've still got games like GTA and Watch Dogs, which are 18, so like Mafia
Yeah.
3, UFC, which is 16.
I got a load of Petty 18 games, me.
Do you know what I'm saying? Lisping prick. Well, I clearly don't have a lisp, do I? If I had a lisp, I'd be going like lisp. So let me get this straight. I think we've kind of, yeah. So wait, let me get this straight. I think Minecraft. So let me get this. So let me get this straight. I think I've worked up who you are. So you're a hating little shit what comes on people's streams. You can't tell the difference between a normal person and a person what has a lisp, and you flip Big Macs, and you're under the age of 18.
And if you flip
Craft.
Big Macs,
There's
don't
no
watch fucking
W
Barney
in
the
there.
Dinosaur.
Craft. Minecraft. I'm not putting a W in, am I? Craft. Where is W?
Maybe-
Craft. Where's the
Maybe it's one of
W?
those guys to spit their dummies out. And watch Barney the Dinosaur.
I'll tell you what, like, it's funny, like, talking to you. Or answering what you're attempting to type. Craft. Minecraft. I'm not going quaffed, am I?
I heard that.
And the fact that you laughed about it as well.
Squins. I say squins.
Oh dear me. Listen, right, at the end of the day, kid, if you don't leave my stream, I'ma set Zany Waney on you.
Oh. And you have to put influence out.
Oh no, he don't. He'll beat you at a game of COD.
Yeah, and you will have to put infinite slouch, one of the worst of all.
Aye. What's up? Is it your internet? No, it's Zany Waney.
Everyone's putting what a COD World Rumble 2.
Hey, what's COD World Rumble 2?
It's the new World Rumble 2 game where you get to play Boots on Ground and shit your pants.
What suits on ground?
You fly up the air.
Shirley Woods.
And the guns are like potato.
What about Shirley Woods? Yeah, she's been dead just over a year. What about it?
1 year later.
Shirley Woods, yeah. Hello. Big eyebrows, glasses, boy. Yeah. What about big eyebrows, glasses? What's that got to do with Shirley Woods? Hold on a sec. Let's have this right. Shirley doesn't wear any glasses. And yeah, I guess she kind of has big eyebrows looking at the skin. But they're not that bad really. You have big fat eyebrows. And well, aren't most glasses oval? I know you can get square glasses, but you're not gonna get triangle glasses, are you?
No, you only get circles and squares and stuff.
Listen, look, bro. You're tiring me out, man. I've got a night on the sesh tonight. About 10, half 10, I think. I'll be meeting the lads in Star in pub. Lego Worlds WWE Arena friends. Lego Worlds WWE Arena friends. That was ages ago.
Yeah.
Here, listen, kid, why don't you take an overdose on your mum's sleeping tablets and don't wake up, yeah?
And also take a chill pill.
Where are you in the world? Right here. Hello. Oh, you can't open the map. Here. 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 I'm passing you a map. That's open. You can open doors, but you can't place all mine. Not that there's much in buildings apart from round here. You know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've also brainstormed another good idea for Park Drive. Yeah, well, it was something I was gonna do anyway, but I've kind of figured a good way about doing it, and I think it fits the story quite well. Let me end the stream.